Next, we have a scene from the stage play A Hell's Kitchen Love Tragedy, written by Amanda Moresco, with Jackson Moresco Baeza, Christina Catechis, Michaela Morton, Julia Randall, Connor Stewart, and Francisco Solorzano. A New York City dive bar, Margaret's 21st birthday. Louise sits at a table talking with John. Carolyn's at the bar talking with the guy, and Margaret's at the table with Teddy.
So you live with your two cousins?
Well, I used to live with my mom, but she's dead.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, all of our mothers are dead. They were sisters. Now they're dead. We used to joke around and say, don't drink the water in our house, you might drop dead. It's not.
No.
Hey, if you're not laughing, you're crying or dying. That's what Caroline's mom used to say. And then Louise's mom would say, get a job and see how funny that is. And now everyone's dead. Of course.
I'm afraid that when this night ends, I won't get to do this with you again.
You won't.
Let's not let it end. Let's go to your place.
I don't live alone, so my place is out. Why not yours?
I don't live alone either.
You're married.
Yeah?
Where's your ring?
In my pocket.
You pig.
You came up to me.
Where's your wife?
She's home in bed, happily sleeping. What she doesn't know won't hurt her. Besides, she's my wife, but she's so hot. You're like the kind of girl a guy like me can only dream about. Maybe we could rent a room? You want to rent a room?
Do you love your wife?
What?
Do you love her?
Yeah, she's the mother of my kids. Why do you keep talking about her?
Is she beautiful? When she's with your kids, is she beautiful?
Come on, stop it now.
Answer the question.
Yeah, you'd say that.
But she's not hot.
Nah, not like you.
You know what? You know why?
Why?
Because beautiful, you want to love. Hot, you want to fuck. Meet me in the bathroom in 5.
Carolyn heads off under the red neon light restrooms sign.
Look, if I tell you why I stopped coming to your store, will you get up and walk out and never come back? I'm only telling you if you promise to get up and walk out when I'm finished talking without saying a word and never come back.
Okay.
Okay. Where are you from? You're not from here.
I am from here.
No, you're not.
He gets up, heads for the restroom. The guy.
You just live here now. You're from Westchester. Where they got trees and shit?
What makes you think that?
You talk nice. Like you got hope. Like you believe there's something better out there than this. Only people who live away feel like that. 9/11. Where were you for that? Yeah, well, one day, a while before that, I got this thought in my head that maybe I would check out some yoga. Crazy for me, I know. I used to work right by your store, and every day I'd walk past this stupid yoga place. And one day after work, I decided to check it out, went in. I met this guy. He was amazing. He was generous, and he was funny, and he was kind, and he was the first person, not from around here, who thought I was worth something. And you know what? It made me feel good. I liked him. I thought maybe it was fate that brought me into that yoga place that day. And then 9/11 happened. Whole world went to shit.
Oh.
Oh, he didn't die. He got on the last working elevator and walked out. Everybody else died, though. And he couldn't forgive himself. So you know what? Yeah, he died. Only he's still living somewhere living a life I know nothing about. And how selfish of me, right? On the day that 2,000 people died, I'm angry because one person is lost. 2,000 people are dead in my city, and that smell that I will never forget for the rest of my life. The smell of all my death and all my anger and all my misery. And you wanted to know what happened to me. 9/11 isn't even what happened to me. It's just extra. So if you think you're going to come in here and scoop me up and save me from whatever it is that happened to me, you're wasting your time. I'm not a princess missing a shoe.
You know, I was born right above the bodega on 13th Street, right inside of it. My mother made meat pies by hand, fresh, every day to sell in our store. She was making meat pies right up until the moment she realized she better start paying attention to that nagging pain that kept happening every few minutes. Next thing you know, there I was. Born in the kitchen alongside 6 dozen meat pies. My pops told me that story 1,000 times. That, and also that holding me, was the happiest he'd ever seen her. She died of an infection a few days later. I remember that smell. After the buildings came down, it lasted for weeks. I'd like to know what it smelled like all the way up here in Midtown, because down on 13th Street, it was death coming for us. Caught us too. Pops got lung cancer. Left me the bodega. I still make the meat pies. You're not the only one suffering. Maybe it was my fate to come here tonight to tell you that if you think you are, you're walking around with your eyes closed. You better open them. Because you're sitting here in your little pity party, the rest of the world's going on without you.
Then, just like he said he would, John gets up and turns to go.
Oh, and that yoga place? It ain't even there no more. It's a bank now.
He leaves her with that, walks out under the green neon exit sign. Margaret takes out her mother's notebook, shows it to Teddy.
See this? My mother wrote poetry in this book before she died. I carry it with me wherever I go. It's my most prized possession.
He smiles. She puts the notebook back in her pocket.
She was a traveler.
She likes to go places.
Well, she wanted to go places. She wanted to go places so bad. Once me and her took the train to Brooklyn. One morning she woke up and said, today we're going to go see Brooklyn. And the next thing I knew, we were on the train. I loved how fast it went and all the different looking people that got on and off. I wasn't afraid at all. I even loved Brooklyn just because we went there. When we got back home, it was dark out and nobody knew where we were. And there was a big fight. All I can remember is my mother yelling that she had no reason to go to Brooklyn, that she just wanted to see it, and Louise's mother yelling that we could have gotten killed on the train. I didn't even know that about the train at the time. And I didn't understand why my mother wanted to go to Brooklyn. And now I know it had nothing to do with Brooklyn. She just wanted to travel. She never made it anywhere after that day. Well, she did get to fly.
Where'd she go?
Off the roof. See that building out the window across the street?
Where you live?
Yeah, my mother flew off of it. That's how she died.
And you still live there?
What do you mean?
You live in the same building where your mother committed suicide?
I never said she committed suicide. I said she got to fly. I don't think I like this conversation anymore.
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm really sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Why shouldn't I be? I wasn't even there. Louise was there. She was downstairs, saw the whole thing. She landed right at Louise's feet, and Louise is fine all the time. She doesn't even need help.
She wasn't Louise's mother.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Louise found her own mother dead right in the middle of the living room floor. She came out of the shower, and there was her mother lying dead of a heart attack.
In the same apartment you live now, where your mother...
Don't be ridiculous. I lived on the top floor when my mother got to fly off the roof. After that, I moved to the second floor with Louise, and that's the apartment we live in now, where Louise's mother died of a heart attack a couple of years later.
And Carolyn?
Lived on the first floor.
Oh.
Until her mother died in her sleep. Then she moved in with us, but honestly, Teddy, why does it matter?
It does matter. It's
No, don't say crazy. I hate that word.
detrimental.
I don't know what that means.
It means that it can't be good for you to be reminded of it every single day.
Well, I don't think about it every single day.
That's impossible. How could you not?
Well, it's not like that's all that ever happened here.
Margaret.
Don't call me that. That's not even my name. My real name's Margarita. Margarita Ifa. School needed my birth certificate. Aunt Shirley gave it to me in a sealed envelope. I opened it. Never knew it was my real name.
Margarita Ifa.
In Irish mythology, Aoife was a warrior princess. So really my mother named me Margarita Warrior. And I wish she could have left me a note or something explaining why she did that, but she didn't. She only left me poetry.
Listen, I'm going to the Statue of Liberty tomorrow.
You are?
I'm sure you've been there 100 times.
No, it's just for tourists.
Well, you should come with me. Get away from here for a day.
I should?
Yeah, you should. I would like that. I'm sorry. Are you crying? I didn't mean it.
No, it's just that, that sounds really nice, and I've never been invited anywhere before, but,
But what?
it's just,
Hey, it's okay. What is it?
I'm afraid of the train.
Oh. Oh, that's okay. You don't have to be upset about that. Everybody's afraid of some. Plus, there are tons of ways to get down there.
We never go past West 4th Street. We don't go past where the numbers end because fuck that.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Let's wake up tomorrow and forget everything we never do. Let's walk all the way down to the Statue of Liberty and chase away all the doom clouds. We won't be scared. We'll be the greatest cloud chasers. Please don't cry. I have so much hope.
Well, hope and your ass will get you a pile of shit. That's something my grandmother used to say.
And now she's dead.
Yes.
Please stop listening to dead people.
End of scene.